Grammy with the Grammy's Life. So, do y'all sit around and watch your grass grow? I mean, what better pastime than watching grass grow? And, oh, Lacey. Except a wet dog shaking on you. Yuck. Yuck, Lacey. Yuck. Okay, I guess I deserve that because I'm the one that sprayed her because she kept getting in my way. Anyway, let's look and see what we got. Remember, we plowed up the backyard to Lacey. Go to level it out. And then I've got a gully washer, so here we go. See? Watching your grass grow. Lacey, get your bad breath away from me. Lacey, you're in the way. You're in the way of my grass shot. See it? All sprigging up. And because we got all that rain, they are coming in clumps. But that's okay. Clumps of grass is better than no grass. So you know. And a wet dog. Oh, Lacey. Gracious. And Hoppy had her second egg today. She laid her second egg. I know chickens don't have eggs. They lay eggs. But that's what Aiden said a minute ago. So, anyway. Woohoo! Grass, eggs. Good day. Very interesting. Whoop, door coming. Door coming at me. Not good. Good morning. Hey, it's Grammy with the Grammy's Life. Another beautiful Saturday morning. So, I'm armed with my coffee and got my gloves under my arm. And I'm going to the chicken coop to clean the poop out of the coop. Chicken coop poop is my morning. Fun times. So we do have a little bit of a breeze, and I have one chicken out. I think she tunnels out. She's not flying out because the coop's covered, but there's a little hole over there to the side. So I think she just tunnels her little way out of there, silly girl. So, anywho, let me show you the garden and the silly dogs. So, we got Lacey some medicine, some glucosamine for her hips, to help with her hips because they're really hurting her. But Queenie doesn't need it, so we got Queenie some little treats to have. So she gets a placebo, and then Lacey gets real medicine. So it's not real medicine, it's like a supplement, but you know what I mean. So anyway, they're both happy. And it seems to be helping her. She doesn't seem to be as slow getting up and stuff, and it has a little more. She's still limping, but doesn't seem to be hurting quite as much. So, bless her heart. Let's look at the garden. Okay, so today is tomato processing day. Making some spaghetti sauce to put in the freezer bags. Hot pot swirling the seeds out over there. Ignore the mess of our cabinet. It's, masterpiece in the making.
What?
I couldn't find the butter. Y'all are sitting on it. That's why I couldn't find it. Oops. And for anyone who hasn't watched Helen Wyatt, that made me think of her. You need to go watch her. Wyatt, W-Y-A-T-T, right? She's from Georgia. She's 81. She does all kinds of crafts and stuff. She was going fishing the other day and got stuck in a storm. rainstorm. She made it to the gazebo, but she got all wet and everything. She's a hoot. Go watch her channel.
She's Grammy's hero.
She's my hero. I just laugh.
I'll be loud for a second.
Okay. But she makes cement planters and stuff. And she took one of her elephant ears. She took one of her big old elephant ears that was nearly big as her and made a bird bath out of it. Very cool. So she just really enjoys life. And she loves the Lord. She says, be a blessing. Thank you all for blessing me and be a blessing to someone else. So there you go. Y'all all go out and be a blessing.
Her grandson helps her out with like opening packages and reading the stuff and everything. And he's pretty funny himself.
Yeah.
You can sure tell that he's very protective of his grandma.
Yeah, some people were upset she wasn't commenting fast enough to and answering their emails. She's not real tech savvy. He said that back in her day they didn't have mandatory typing classes. He said so she pecks and types with one finger, not both fingers on each hand, one finger on one hand, and that's how she's answering emails and stuff. So he didn't appreciate the negative comments.
I can see our boys taking up for you one of these days.
Yeah. I have a bucket down here in the floor. I'm not just throwing stuff on the floor, just so y'all know. Scrap bucket for the chickens.
Got another onion.
Yeah. Aiden, I should have videoed it this morning. Aiden made French toast, and he did about 95% of it. And I need a different angle. Excuse me. Anyway, Aiden did it himself. I cooked the bacon, and he made the French toast. Did a good job too. Scrumptious. Like my nuts?
Yeah.
Putting in my garlic with my garlic press. I got this at a garage sale. Well, it was at a garage sale. It was Mark and Maria's. I don't know if it was theirs or our friends, Mark and Maria.
I think it was theirs whenever they were getting ready to start building their house and stuff.
Yeah, but I thought her mother had stuff out there too.
Oh, she may have.
Pot has to do the onions. My eyes are too sensitive. I'm a dainty sensitive thing. But Helen's out there fishing. She might not be the most patient fisherman.
Yeah, she'd throw it in 2 or 3 times and move on to another place.
Yeah, if nothing hits, she's gone. She was putting it around there, around that lake. Pretty good.
This is the neatest contraption. Didn't we buy it at Walmart or at Atwood's?
Atwood's.
And it dices your onions. Has little blades. I like it.
Yeah. Yes. Affirmative.
One enough?
Yeah. So these are our tomatoes and our onions. But I did not get
It's our garlic too. We paid for it, so it's ours.
So it's ours now. It's not out of our garden.
Is this just going to be the spaghetti sauce or the just regular sauce?
Spaghetti sauce. Both of them are.
Well, if it's anything like last year, which it won't be exactly like last year because she never uses a recipe. Nothing she fixes is ever the same. It's all good, but never the same.
It's usually pretty close. I just tend to use what I have on hand. I thought that's the way you're supposed to cook. Use what you have. Use what the good Lord gave you. Isn't that a song? That's more famous favorite song.
Yeah, I've heard that used in other contexts, not talking about ingredients.
Oh, well, you know.
I first learned to use one of these things whenever we would go blackberry hunting and Mom would be making jelly. Seemed like I always got stuck doing the de-seeding.
Our blackberries haven't done as well this year.
No, but we added those 2 new ones. Was that this year or last
It
year?
was this year.
So they may be taking.
And our raspberries did finally take off, so.
Mhm. Did you want a yellow onion in there too?
Yeah, I think I do.
Let me sharpen that knife.
Not my department. That would be your department.
She'd done this yesterday. Could have used the spaghetti sauce. We made spaghetti last night. We meaning me.
Yeah, he made spaghetti. I crocheted. That's important too.
Now you got me crying. It's one thing, our onions this year have been pretty stout.
Yeah. I have.
Don't take many. All them seeds.
How many times have you emptied that?
This is the 3rd time.
oregano that I put in here also was out of our garden. So the onion, the rosemary, and the tomatoes. All coming right here.
Anybody has a used deep freeze, we're on the hunt for one.
Used deep freeze. We're in need of one. Or, if you know a foolproof way to get the smell of rotten chicken out of the deep freeze, we need tips on that. The boys were playing in the building and accidentally unplugged the deep freeze, and we still had what, 1 or 2 chickens left in there.
Yeah, ham.
Some ham, and we didn't catch it until about a week later, at least. Now we're having trouble getting the smell out of the deep freeze.
I've tried bleach, I've tried baking soda, not baking powder. You what, Aiden? To tell you how many tomatoes we had, this bowl was rounded over, and this big thing was rounded over.
And that's, we've already froze 2?
3.
3?
3, I think.
I think it's 2. Yeah, just 2.
No.
We already froze 2
Gallon
bags. You ready to pour that in here?
Yep. Last year we didn't take the seeds out.
We're going to try it without seeds this year. Some more here. See how we like it that way.
It was good last year. Huh?
Mm-hmm. He has to be careful not to complain, because I'll take offense and I'll quit.
And we were using it clear up into January, weren't we? January, February?
Yeah, I think the end of February was the last bag. We'll come back when we start. Hey, okay. In the color, but the taste was pretty similar. So hang on. Okay, so this is the one. It looks more. Ignore my dirty stove there. This is the more ramen-y one. It's a little more orangey colored. Good flavor though. This one, see how much darker red it is. It had more of the big Fat Boy tomatoes in it. So. And any cherry tomatoes we hadn't ate yet. I threw in there too. So, there we go. Just letting them simmer till we get ready. Get them to the right consistency, and then I'll bag them up.
We're bagging it up now for the freezer. Got two packages per pot so far.
Okay, there you go. 4 bags of tomato sauce ready to go in the freezer. Okay, there you go. 4 bags of tomato sauce ready to go in the freezer. And 1 ramen noodle boy.
Makes me want to eat some spaghetti.
And 1 spaghetti boy.